All right, my loves, I'm so happy you all are here. Let's take a moment just to kind of connect. So everyone close your eyes. Take a big inhale through your nose. And exhale, nose or mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Take a moment to become present with the sensations in your body. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Notice how everything is starting to land. Good job, my friends. Now I want you to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Just want to see how everyone is going or doing, but I want you to keep your eyes closed so that this remains private between you and me. How is your body feeling? Great. Thank you. How is your mind feeling? Okay, very interesting. All right, guys. Thank you very much for sharing your truths with me. It helps me to do my best to guide you through your practice. It's also a really nice moment in time to just connect with yourself, to understand where your truth lies, so that you know what is best, what is going to serve you the most for the next hour. Wherever you have chosen to land, whatever shape you're in, let's take an extra moment to ask yourself, am I truly comfortable? If you're not, that's okay. Go ahead and choose a new shape that feels a little more supportive. Yeah. We're going to be taking 10 rounds of breath for all the dust to settle, for the day to drop away, to become present in this moment. I'll give you 1 or 2 more rounds of breath to choose that shape that you land in and you're like, yes, this feels amazing. Remember that we are not here to strain. We are not here to force ourselves into shapes that do not feel good. Pain is not a word or anything ever that I want you to experience, especially in this space. This is your time to slow down, to listen to what your body is asking for. And if that means that you fall asleep just as you are, and you stay there for the rest of class, you would actually get an extra gold star for the day. So let your shoulders soften. Let your face relax. Give permission for space to come into your being. Let's all take a cleansing breath together to sync things up. Big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. Good. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose or mouth all the way. For one. Inhale, nose. And exhale. For two. Inhale. Exhale. Push the air out. That's good. Inhale. And exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Good. Halfway there. Inhale. Maybe balloon the belly out a little more. And exhale, dropping the belly a little further. That's 6. Inhale, expand the ribs and the lungs. Exhale. 7. Inhale. Exhale. For 8. Good. Big inhale. Feel everything expand. And let it go. That's right. We're going to take this last inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. And then exhale slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gentle breath in. Gentle breath out. One more organic breath. Very nice. We're going to take that 8 count breath for 2 more rounds. Take a moment to check in with the neck and the shoulders. Make sure that everything is still happy and that you don't need to make any shifts. Micro adjustments. Let's sync this up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Sip a little more. 2. Soften the shoulders. And 1. Good job. Hold it. And with ease, little by little, we exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze the belly for 1. Good job. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it. With control, let it go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Organic breath. Job, everyone. Now, if you're on your back, I want you to very gently, only when you're ready, move the bolster out from underneath your head. If you don't have that there, just remain as you are. If you are sitting upright, please go ahead and lay down onto your spine. Taking the bolster out of the I want you to notice for a moment. Just notice how that little bit of pranayama work slows down your energy. Feel the spine a little more relaxed. Notice your thoughts. You can just slow. You're already doing so well. Remember that you are exactly where you need to be. I'm going to give you 5 more rounds of breath here, just to enjoy the gentle pressure on your lower back, on the calves, let the back of your neck lengthen, let your shoulder girdles be heavy to the earth. Maybe flipping your palms to face the sky. Couple more rounds of breath here. Right, my friends. When you're ready, I want you to very slowly and mindfully draw the right knee in towards your chest. Keep the left leg out long. You're going to give that right knee a gentle hug, maybe rolling out the ankle or creating some circles with the knee just to bring some fluid into the hip socket. Reversing in any direction, so easy does it. Taking one more breath here. And as you exhale, find stillness back in center. Good. Switch your grip behind your knee. And then on an inhale, lengthen the right solar foot up towards the sky. Now, no need to clench in the arms or really squeeze your leg that tightly. This is all just about finding space in the connective tissues. Let everything be passive. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to bend back through the right knee, but then plant the left sole of the foot on the earth. Beautiful. Flex your right foot for me. And then, so flex, pull the toes back towards your face. Good. And then take that right ankle and set it on top of your left knee for our reclined pigeon. So this is enough, my friends. If you just leave your left foot grounded, but then push your right knee towards me, you will feel that stretch on the outer edge of the right hip socket. As long as your belly is rising and falling with your breath, and your shoulders stay passive and disengaged, enjoy the shape here. But if you do feel the need for a little deeper sensation, you can always draw the left knee in towards the chest so that the foot comes off of the ground, and that should give you a little more in this shape. Whichever level of sensation you have chosen, let's take 5 rounds of breath here. Trying not to let tension creep in. Remember that we're not squeezing or holding anything for dear life. There needs to be this gentle ease within your effort. We're not here to force. One more round of breath. Very nice. On your next exhale, begin to gently unwind from this side. So that means that you could take a little wiggle through the hips, maybe draw both knees into the chest. Organic movement is our favorite thing here at Journey Within, because that is what lives within you, right? I can do my best to guess from an outside perspective, but you know what you need. Your body is always talking to you. One more round of breath here. Very nice. And as you find your next exhale, return to that open position, that Shavasana or loose X pose. So arms and legs are long, everything is heavy into the earth. Notice how the energy is flowing through your body. Maybe you notice a temperature change. Maybe you notice a swell of an emotion. Maybe you notice a tingle from the nervous system. Whatever it is, just listen and watch. Two more rounds of breath here. Last one. On your next inhale, drawing that left knee in towards your chest, allowing your right leg to remain heavy and long on the earth. Finding that gentle hold of the left knee wherever is most comfortable for you today. And then maybe rolling out the ankle or drawing circles with the knee to rotate the top of the femur head in the hip socket. But remember, my friends, be gentle. Breathe as you explore. Without breath, there is no yoga. Thanks, Jan. One more breath here. Very good. On your next exhale, returning that left knee to center in stillness and switching the grip to behind the knee. Good. You're going to extend that left sole of foot all the way up to the sky, knowing that if you need to plant the right sole of foot to give yourself a little more space, that is an option. Both sides will not typically be equal. Good. Let's see, drop the shoulders. Yes, ma'am. One more breath. Beautiful. As you find your next exhale, gently bending back through the left knee and actively flexing the foot so toes come to the face. If your right sole of foot has not yet grounded, go ahead and put it on the earth. And then we're gonna find that reclined pigeon on the other side. So flexed left ankle comes on top of the right knee. We let gravity and just gentle physics pull the left knee towards me. Kind of see where your personal edge is in your pelvis for today. And know that being here with the opposite sole of foot on the earth is enough. Tension may sneak into the neck here. If you're pulling or pushing too hard, be mindful and aware of that. And if you have the space for more sensation, draw the right knee into chest. Five rounds of breath here. Last couple rounds. Feeling that heat start to build. Don't let it get stuck in your upper back. One more breath. Good, Christy. And on your next exhale, unravel. Let everything go and wiggle it out. Excellent. Good. Is that a little better on the other side, Cheryl? Good. Okay. All right, guys, you're all kind of rubbing your eyes and touching your face, so just lean into it. Kind of smooth out any energetic wrinkles that you may be feeling on the skin. Good. And in your own way and time, I want you to roll into a fetal on one side. We'll take just a couple of breaths to rebound before I bring you up from the earth. Work. Welcome in gratitude for your practice, for carving out the time to focus on yourself. One more round of breath here. And only when you are ready, not before, there is no rush. Begin to very slowly rise from the earth, keeping your eyes closed so that your attention remains within. Now choose a shape that feels comfortable. Your eyes are still closed, so I know you don't know what I'm doing right now, but I just want you to notice what it's like to be vertical again. Maybe things are a little looser. Maybe the breath is a little slower. And then I'll give you the space to do so as it feels right. Flutter your eyes open. Taking in light, noticing your surroundings. And the fact that you are right here, right now. When you're ready, grab your bolster and meet me in a supported hero. Good yawn, yeah. Good job, guys. And it may take a little bit of wiggling to find that sweet spot, right? That's okay. Yeah. Okay. So as we're all finding our seat here, I want to give a little relief to the upper neck and shoulders. We're going to start by really creating some space in our personal bubbles, okay? So take a minute to go within your mind's eye and visualize the edge of your personal bubble. Maybe it's the shape of your body, but just a little extended past the physical self. Maybe it literally looks like a soap bubble. So dream for a minute, get that crisp image in your mind's eye. And we're going to be taking some arm circles just to clear out space in our personal bubble to make room for peace, growth, and restoration. So on an inhale, reach your arms above head. And on an exhale, just let them float down. So it's like we're making a snow angel. We're just going to flow like this, inhaling to reach arms up. You may high five your neighbors, all good. You can get a little Swan Lake style and stagger. There we go. Exhale to float it down. So know that we're not searching for any specific sensation, just some gentle stretching in the shoulder girdles, length in the ribs, and that visualization of clearing out space around your body. Let's take one more snow angel arm. Exhale to let it float down. Nice. All right, take a moment to pause and just take a couple of shoulder rolls. Notice the heat that you generated with just that simple action. Nice. Our next little arm motion is going to be like we're swimming. So I want you to send your right hand forward as it circles back and up, and then the left. So this windmill action. Stirring up whatever needs to leave your being. Inhale as a hand reaches overhead. Exhale as that hand drops to the back. Be a little more gentle, child. Yeah. Don't search for sensation, just move through the space. 2 more breaths. Last. As you find your next exhale, just bringing the hands to rest on the bolster and noticing what you have just created. Take a big inhale to lift up tall through the crown. And as you exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Feel that stretch. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Open up the left side of the neck. And pause. Take a breath. Exhale to drop the chin back to the chest. Inhale to roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Gentle. Pause. Exhale to roll the chin back to the chest. Good. Inhale to circle the head to the right. Let's take some full neck hygiene now. Now notice as you're circling, guys, we don't have to force our head to the edge of where our neck goes. Sometimes it's enough to just draw little pencil circles with your nose right in front of you. That's exactly right, Susan. Yes. One more circle in this direction. Shoulders release. When you're ready, we're just going to reverse in your own time. Taking these neck rolls the opposite way. You may come across a spot that kind of screams at you when you roll across it. Feel free to pause, nice, heavy, and send an extra breath into that spot that is yelling at you, right? Pay attention to me. Send me blood and oxygen. 2 more rolls to the second side. So, John, there you go. Good. Perfect. So nice, Kira. Last roll. Return the head to center, stacking the head over heart, heart over pelvis. Take an inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth. Let's very gently take our right hand to the earth beside us and raise the left hand up overhead for a big side body stretch. Let gravity pull you over. Big breath. And exhale, switch sides. Cooling down the blood here by stretching the side bodies. Let's take 1 more to each side. We're releasing anxiety, lowering cortisol, making space for things that bring you joy rather than weigh you down. Last time to the second side. Inhale to come back through center. And exhale to pause and notice. 1 breath in. And a long, audible breath out. Good. All right, my friends. We're going to be moving off of our bolster. So I'll show you where we're going. We're going to get our blocks and take one on this low setting bolster here. If you feel like you need a little more support, we could do, I guess support isn't the right word, but if you need a deeper back bend, you can take both blocks, one on the medium setting and the second on the lowest setting. And that's just going to give you a little bit more of an incline with the bolster. And this, you're right. She's like, I'm right. So this is where we're going. Now, as you arrive, you may notice things like, I need a blanket under my knees, or I need to be a little further up off of this so my chin is at the edge of the bolster. Sometimes it's nice to have the cheek turned. So it's very important that you take that extra time to be truthful with yourself, to find that shape that feels good before you sink down. Yeah, very good. Good. Perfect. And if you think that you found the spot and then need to readjust, that is a-okay, my friends. That is what we are here to do, is find what feels good and comfortable so that you can let go of things that are uncomfortable and bring ease into your body. Now let's check in. Are your fingers kind of stiff? Can you relax your elbows, neck, and throat a little more? Are you holding yourself away from what is beneath you? That is a sign that there may be something you can do to be a little more comfortable. And then allow your glutes to unclench. And give your weight to that bolster. I want you to breathe so deeply that you feel the skin on your back stretch. You're here, my friends. This is your moment to reset and nourish that what we have not given our attention to. Be the watcher of your thoughts and sink deep down into the earth. Give you a little bit of space here to explore. Doing amazing work, my loves. Have a little while longer in this shape. If it would feel good to switch the neck stretch just to balance things out, that would be a perfect time to make that adjustment. 10 more rounds of breath. A little deeper, my friends. Last few rounds of breath. Breathe into the bottom of your belly. Exhale to let that heat go. Good. Last 2 rounds. 1. Very good work. When it feels right, you'll notice the texture of the mat beneath you, grounding through the hands. Maybe tuck the toes just to lengthen through the soles of the feet for a minute. And your next stop is going to be your child's pose. So I'm right here. If you need to peek, toes come to touch, knees as wide as your mat, hips sink to the heels, and then heart drops to the earth. But if this is feeling tight today, my friends, keep your bolster with you for support under the torso, or you can have a block for the forehead, because the neck should be in line with the spine. There we go. Nice. Excellent. A gentle counter stretch for our back bend. Good work. I'm so proud of you in this moment. Excellent awareness. 5 rounds of breath here. Feeling the back body and the front body start to balance. And for equal length on the left and right side of the spine to set in. Good job. 2 more rounds of breath. One. Right, my friends. When you're ready, you can start to unwind from this shape. Maybe taking a little wiggle in between, some neck rolls, whatever is calling to you. We're going to be coming back onto our spines for our Shavasana. So my offering for today if it feels right for your body, is to take this bolster with you and have it really heavy right on your solar plexus chakra, the one right above the belly button. It may be extra nice to cover the eyes, so let me know if I can get you anything. And remember that Shavasana is Sanskrit for corpse pose. So we are literally laying here breathing. Your only job is to be as comfortable as you can possibly be. So this is another one of those moments where you get to be truthful with yourself. Do I like what Sarah has offered, or do I hate it? And then you get to choose to throw it away or keep it, because this is your practice, which means it's your choice. I'm just here to guide you and give you offerings. So return to the sensation of your breath flowing in and out. Feel the shoulders become heavy again. And the thighs relax. Be here and let go. I'll call you back when it's time. very, very slowly continue to rest, but make your way back towards my voice. Touching your thumb to each fingertip. And wiggling the toes. Maybe rocking the head left and right. Waking up slowly. Stepping into your fresh, new energy. When you're ready, we'll rest a little longer, either in a fetal on one side, or if you're happy as you are, just stay. Three more rounds of breath. One more. In your own way and time, maybe keeping the eyes closed. Begin to slowly rise from the earth. I'll meet you in a vertical shape of your choice. Nice job, everybody. Join me with prayer hands at heart center, pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Thank yourself for showing up and doing something good for your entire well-being. Thank you so much for trusting me to guide you. Let's all take another breath in together. And as we exhale, we'll bow and say namaste. Namaste, my loves. Beautiful work. Now don't rush. The space is ours. Sit in your peace as long as your evening moves.
Namaste, Mallory. We'll see you later.